don't wanna get done up. Come a crew full of stunners. We all gun up on shot, get run up. Shut up, your mouth, get stun up. Shut up, all of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up. wanna get done up. Come on, cool full of stunners. We'll run up on shot, get run up. Shut up, your mouth, get stun up. Shut up, all of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up. You built the broken twisted bone. So leave it alone or pick the bones. Yeah. Pay the fee. Pay is free. So take no heed. You are me, yes. Pay the fee. Pay is free. So take no heed. You are me, yes. You don't wanna get done up, come a crew full of stunners. We all gun up on shot, get run up, shut up. Your mouth get stun up, shut up. All of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up. don't wanna get done up. Come a crew full of stunners. We don't run up on shot, get run up. Shut up, your mouth, get stun up. Shut up, all of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up. You don't wanna get done up, come on, cool crew full of stunners. We'll run up on shot, get run up, shut up. Your mouth get stunner, shut up. All of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Perez, aka Louis V Titan. Unfortunately, I think everybody's aware of this. Twitter's having some communication issues, DM issues or something. That was my primary form of communication between me and Soul Snipe and maybe a couple of other people. I do have Goofy, I do have Shyway. We're in the chat just chatting it up, trying to wait to get everybody in the lobby. I'm gonna give Pyretic 5 minutes to get in here. It's 7:31 right now. It's 7:36. We're just gonna cancel his match. Soul Snipe is here, and so I'll get with him and talk to him about that. But nevertheless, I'm trying to get everything going here. Anybody got any questions? RyaNoob says he doesn't want to play and wants to go to sleep or something. Pyretic. He wants to go to sleep? That's crazy. He didn't tell me that. I literally talked to him on the phone 2 hours ago. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna hang out for a minute, you guys. Welcome to Money Tuesday. I'm sorry that this has started off kind of rough at the moment, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. This is gonna be for sure. We're hoping to get our main matchup in here tonight. It's gonna be RyaNoob and Rayne versus Bound and Renegade. These guys have been in my DMs. We've been chatting, so I fully expect that match to still be going. And so if anything, we're going to start that much sooner than later. And so hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. Like I said, though, Whisker says, I don't care about the 1v1. Yeah, I feel you, man. That's why it's a preliminary match. Just to kind of build up hype and let people get in here, and you know, it's basically its purpose was to fill time at the moment. I definitely was very curious to see that matchup between Soul Snipe and Pyretic. Just a little history between them. They met up at DreamHack Atlanta, I believe. Not Atlantic City, but Atlanta. And in the loser bracket, and Soul Snipe actually took out Pyretic and Complexion. I think Soul Snipe and Vetra under Lux Gaming. I'm not 100% sure. No Complexion. Let me see. Ask Gold Star Guitar Hero to do to 1v1 in Pyretic's place. I'm not against that. At this point, yeah, like I'm definitely like, if Soul Snipe's ready to go, I'm down to see him play somebody. I would say Gold Star BR. Oh, I should probably we'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna wait around though forever. Like honestly, I don't know if he's like ready to go at the drop of a pin, because that's what I'm expecting right now. Things have been hectic, man. Because of COVID-19, I work in the news business. I've been working my ass off at work, trying to fill in here as much as possible for the Halo team. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a quick stream for Bamaland. Shout out to Why Not Be Reckless, Be Casting. My boy Tony, man, hit me up and was like, yo, let's do this. And so within, I think, 25 minutes, we were up and running a stream for a tournament. Louis, my internet is trash and can't load 1080p. Any chance you can add other options? I don't even know if that's possible on my end. I don't know how to control that, to be honest. I think internet right now is trash in general. I think maybe because so many people are using the internet. I don't know. Let me pull up my Xbox. I wouldn't even know if he was sitting in my lobby. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw Pyretic one invite. I'm gonna wait about 2 more minutes. Yeah, we're definitely hoping to see this right here, Bound and Renegade versus RyaNoob and Rayne. I definitely know a lot of people are excited for that, and our casters too. They're actually excited to see this play off too, and hopefully we can get this going soon. About another minute. I'm gonna wait on Pyretic. Soul Snipe, we'll just reschedule your match to play somebody else. I think that's the best option here. Maybe next Tuesday. I'd be down for that. I'll get with you and talk to you about that. But yeah, I do apologize because this is not the way that this was supposed to play out. Thank you all for hanging out right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to break. I'm going to get back with Goofy and get back with Shyway. They're on the line. I'm going to chat with them about a couple things, and we're going to try to get Bound and Renegade and RyaNoob and Rayne in here and try to get this match started. Hopefully by 8 p.m. Central, which is in 25 minutes. So I do not anticipate it taking 25 minutes. I'll get this going as fast as possible, if anything. But I'll be right back.
What do you want? What do you need? I come around, it's all in the breeze. Show me the trick out of the sleeve. Cutting me open, you're welcome to see. And life is water, I am stone. Whisper names that I have known. You built the broken, twisted throne. So leave it alone, don't look at the bones. Yeah. Hey, the fade. Hey, it's free. So hey, no hate. I am you are me, yes. Hey, the fee. Hey, it's free. So hey, no hate. I am you are me, yes.
You don't wanna get done up, come on cool full of stunners. We don't run up on shot, get run up, shut up. Your mouth get stun up, shut up. All of my stunners go run up, get run up, 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 hit, run up, run up, run up, run up, run up. don't wanna get done up. Come a cool full of stunners. We'll gun up on shot, get runner. Shut up, your mouth get stunner. Shut up, all of my stunners gon' run up, get run up, 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 run up,
Tell me that you wanna try this out. Let you take over my mind now. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break down. Watch all of my bolts fall to the ground. You could be the one that I'm all about. But I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break down. Break down. Break down. Break down. Could be the one that
Gate.
Welcome back. Thank you for waiting around. I do apologize, but we have Bound. I've got Rayne. I got RyaNoob. I'm just waiting on Renegade to get in here, and we're going to get this lobby going ASAP. But in the meantime, we do have a couple casters here. I got my boy Faisal Khan, a.k.a. Goofy, as well as Alexander Hope, a.k.a. The Shyway. Goofy, how you feeling, man?
Hey everyone, Titan, I'm feeling good. I am feeling excited to commentate what I would consider probably the best competition for a 2v2 in Halo 5 that I've casted. So I've been commentating these twos tournaments for a while, and they've been really fun. So I'm looking forward to casting these four great players in some of these twos.
Absolutely. Shyway, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me, first off. And well said, Goofy. You're right. These are four pretty talented players. This should be exciting. I haven't casted twos in a hot minute, and we've got four, like just look at one half of this. You've got, Renegade, Bound, who have been grinding this game like crazy. They've been playing this game so much at a very high level. So I'm very curious to see, them being very, I guess you could say, warm up against RyaNoob and Rayne, who we all know well as incredibly high players, have competed in various tournaments for several years now, but we haven't seen them play H5 in a very long time. I'm not even sure if they've been practicing this game, or if they just kind of jumped on out of the blue and decided to see how they would fare. This is a very well-prepped Renegade and Bound versus Rayne and RyaNoob. What do you think of that, Goofy? Is that, I feel like there's a lot of questions there.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna have some good games here between Renegade and Bound. Obviously, I would consider the favorites in this match. Well, actually, I don't want to use the word obviously, just because you have to give respect to Ryan and Rayne. But Renegade and Bound, from if I'm not mistaken, they've been playing Halo 5 2v2s pretty consistently, even in the off season. For people like me and some of the other guys, we'd go back to Halo 3 and play those custom games randomly. I feel like Bound and Renegade, these are the kind of guys that go back into Halo 5 and they'll play 2v2s in their free time. So I give them the edge in that regard. But at the same time, you have Rayne and RyaNoob, who are just Halo veterans that have been a staple across the scene for a multitude of years. So just for that reason alone and their knowledge of the game, I feel like it's going to be close regardless. If I had to just give the edge, I might give it to Renegade and Bound, just because for the reasons I stated, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way.
Yeah, exactly. Both Renegade and Bound, they have the grind time. Of course, we know Rayne, we know RyaNoob. They have the experience. They're incredibly talented. But Renegade's right up there as being on that same level, if not even more so, as a high caliber player. Right, coming off of Splice in Halo 5.
1,000%.
Yeah, he's achieved amazing heights. Bound on the other side, you could say is like more of a question mark. But Bound is, people call him the online kid. He is currently one of the best players still playing Halo 5, even if it's only online. These tournaments that he's been having, this is still his wheelhouse. This is an online event right here. So I mean, he's right at home, literally. We're all stuck on quarantine, but this should be really, really exciting to see for sure. Like you said, both these players, Renegade, Bound, they're very experienced. They've been doing this recently. They've been grinding so much. So very curious to see if despite the fact that Rayne and RyaNoob, very smart players, very experienced players, can they just turn it around without having any recent experience that we've seen. Like, they have not been playing recently, from what we can tell.
Yeah, and speaking of turning things around, let's change our focus to the series layout. This was decided on by Bound, Renegade, RyaNoob, and Rayne. This is going to be Truth, Plaza, Regret, Truth, and Regret. I do believe that's your classic Money Twos rotation. Clearly the most competitive maps in the eyes of the competitors in Halo 5. So, Shyway, you're a man that loves maps. You just recently did a Plaza tutorial on how to jump any and everywhere in every nook and cranny. Am I correct?
I did, yes. So this should definitely be very fun for the broadcast. The only thing, and not to kind of break your flow here, I don't see anything on screen. I probably should have let you know, but I'm not sure if your stream has ended or if that's just a me problem. But I just see your Lewis tag. Yeah.
Oh no, you're good. So your view is just the Xbox, so you can spectate. You'll have to look at the actual stream on Twitch to see the graphics and all that good stuff that the chat is seeing.
That's fair.
Barbie Boy in the chat, he's saying, anybody here want to play Money Twos? We might keep this rolling after. We'll see. Because apparently Gold Star is willing to play Soul Snipe. We'll probably try to schedule that next Tuesday. But nevertheless, yes, Alexander Hope, the Shy Way. He's your HCS host. He's part of that grassroots program. He's a streamer. He's got a YouTube, all kinds of good stuff right there.
Thank you.
We're still waiting on Renegade to get into this lobby. We got Bound, Rayne, and RyaNoob. A lot of R's. But
Waiting on the world champ.
Oh yeah, man. And so I think it's well worth the wait, and I'm totally fine. I can tell that the chat is actually getting pretty hyped about this too. So shout out to everybody that's here. I do appreciate you all coming out and supporting a small streamer like me, and watching these guys duke it out for your pleasure. So I want to ask Goofy, you've actually teamed with RyaNoob. Have you ever teamed with Rayne or Renegade?
So most people won't know this, but I actually teamed with Renegade. This is back in like early to, I would definitely just categorize it as early Halo 5. We teamed for one of those online qualifiers, and it was for a short period of time, but this is back when Renegade wasn't near, his status in the Halo community hadn't been stapled yet. But I saw the talent in the kid at the time, way back in early Halo 5, and since then, obviously, he's become a world champ. Just an overall amazing Halo player. So to answer your question, I have teamed with Renegade shortly, online only, but I still consider that enough time to kind of recognize his talent as a player. And obviously, if you guys are not aware, me and RyaNoob go way back. We've teamed for over a decade ago. The first event, both of us broke out back in Halo 3 in 2010. Obviously we're on the same team in that Warrior squad. So, and Rayne and Bound, I definitely know Rayne. I've seen him and hung out with him, talked with him at tournaments. Overall a great guy, great Halo player. Bound, just like Shyway was saying, is somebody whose name I 100% recognize. I know he's been killing the the Halo scene, especially now with all the everything being revolved. I don't want to say, I don't want to attribute his success to, a lot of his online stuff that's been going on lately, but, he hasn't shown up to any of these major tournaments and really, left his mark on a major LAN event. So for that reason, I do have him on my radar going forward, especially in Halo Infinite. I think Bound's going to be a big name and a problem for a lot of teams. So yeah, man, I'm really excited to get these games going.
Yeah.
If he eventually decides to go to a local event or like a LAN event, we'll see what he decides to do, because I'm not sure if he's planning on. I remember with Halo 5, he said, I think it was something along the lines of like he wasn't sure if he liked the game enough, or if he was invested as much as he needed to be to really take the step into competitive. So hopefully Infinite kind of gets him out of his house. We can finally see what Bound is capable of, because I remember way back, must have been 2016, 2017. What was it, 2018 maybe? They had online tournaments for H5. This was around Pro League, and Bound stepped in as a sub. I don't know if you remember Bound stepping in as a sub player for, it was I think it was Spartan's team. And he blew up there too. He was incredible playing at that high level in these online tournaments as a sub, in that kind of capacity as well. So he's definitely capable. We've seen that. And in twos, like I said earlier, he's at home here.
For sure. It's his playground.
Yeah. Exactly. He's got freedom to move around. He can move around as fast as he wants. And that's the thing about Halo 5 as well, is it's one of those games where if you put it down for a second, if you stop playing for a couple days, you really feel it. You feel rusty. So, players like Bound and Renegade who've been playing consistently, who are moving at high speeds, I don't know if RyaNoob and Rayne are going to be able to keep up with this.
Don't underestimate.
We'll see.
Don't underestimate the nerdiness of a RyaNoob, man. Yeah, there's a reason this guy's been on at the top of Halo through and through. And honestly, if I had to attribute in my head, when I think of an aggressive playstyle, I think of somebody like RyaNoob. So although you're 100% correct, Bound and Renegade, they fall into that category as well. That's why I'm so excited about this match, is because both sets of players here are aggressive, but they're kind of aggressive in their own unique ways. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out.
Right.
Yeah, let me just offer a quick public apology to RyaNoob, because his Twitter message just went through to us about the map layout request. He requested the rig, which we didn't see that till just now. So if you guys agree to it, we can do it. That'll just be between you and Bound, because clearly that didn't go through because Twitter is having problems. All right, as you were, guys.
Rig would be a pretty exciting one to add to this as well. From what I saw on the list there so far, we had Plaza Truth to kick things, or sorry, Truth then Plaza to kick things off, and Rig, of course, another map with the sniper rifle, a lot of tight corridors, very distinct sections to the map.
We're playing
as well.
Rig.
So
we're playing
if
Rig.
we do play it, I'm just saying.
Right, that's
it
what we
seems
were
like
just
Ryan
saying.
was asking for some Rig gameplay, so I'm wondering how that might play to his strengths as a player. And I'd say it's harder to play at high speeds on Rig, especially when you have a map or when you have weapons like the sniper rifle and like distinct
all those crazy angles.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to kind of slow down the play. You have to make more thoughtful plays. Whereas in Truth, you got a lot more open space. You can see them, flying across, being very aggressive. So interesting choice from RyaNoob. I wonder if they get to play it. Like you said, Lewis, I guess they can decide on that amongst themselves, and maybe we'll throw it in last second there.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So not to, break this flow once again, just letting you know, I don't see anything though. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to be showcasing the Xbox on the Discord here, but I don't see, I just see your logo. I tried to message you, let you know.
I see. I get what you were saying now.
I've got the stream. Yeah, I've got the stream for the maps, so we can follow the maps. And
it is on there.
Perfect. There you go.
There you go.
My apologies.
Honestly, I was having the same problem. Shyway, but I was too scared to say anything, so I just stayed quiet.
Come on. Sometimes we just gotta, kind of just get it out there. Be open.
I was sure it was an issue on my end, but I feel great now. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we about to cast a blind match.
You got the energy going. This is perfect. Set the stage.
Yeah, it looks like our lobby is fully formed at the moment as well, so thank the Lord. Alrighty, so without further ado, I think we should just go ahead and get this started. How you feel about that, Casters?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Looks like game one is going to be Truth. Team Slayer, obviously. First team to 25 is going to win. Man, this is going to be... if you had to give a prediction, Shyway, what are you going to go with? And just for game one, not the whole series, just game one.
Just for game one, I'll say Bound and Renegade, but I feel like in the long game, RyaNoob and Rayne will start to catch on. You'll see the big brain plays come in, the experience start to come in. But if anybody's going to have an explosive start, Bound, Renegade are going to start pretty strong here, especially on that opening camo play.
There you go.
Prediction, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out.
Series prediction, I'm going to go with 3-2 in favor of RyaNoob and Rayne.
Okay, I'll go Bound and Renegade then for the same thing.
All right. Now you're my sworn enemy.
There you go. It's on.
All right, kicking things off with Bound here. I am curious, Shyway, to see how both of these teams are going to use this camouflage throughout the game, and who's going to get this camo to start the game. Looks like Bound picks it up here. Pink 1, trying his best to stay alive, and that's so crucial. If you manage to stay alive off the start with that camouflage, you oftentimes see teams that just end up trading those kills and burning it. But Bound putting that camouflage to use, already picking up a kill, sitting top middle. This is a great start for the red team.
Yeah, interesting split off the start there. Of course, Bound flying into P1. Like I said about that aggression from him. And here you go with the spring jumps again, right into red base for the back smack immediately. So you're already seeing this from Bound right now, and he's just kind of running a circle on these guys. You can see his teammate pinching from top mid. In the meantime, Bound can push up. He can start to collapse, and here we go. That's an easy pinch right there. So the moment you get one slay, you know that other player's down on respawn. You have timing where you can double team that opponent and create this consistent spawn cycle. And that's why you see Bound moving so quickly now. He's chasing him down and trying to force them into that bad timing. It looks like Rayne and RyaNoob are managing to group up. We'll see if they can try to flip this momentum. Bound with another kill. We have a quick 5-1 off the start here, and he spots another, making so much use out of this camo in the start of the game.
And now here comes Renegade, helping Bound out pick up that kill in the base. And that's the thing about this game type, is that it's, it's just complete, it's rotations left and right, So, you can find yourselves falling into bad spawn cycles very easily, especially in 2v2s. So you got to be careful. If your teammate goes down, you're pretty much screwed. You're in a bad position. And that, we saw Renegade take advantage of that situation right now, is once again taking control of that green gun top middle, helping Bound lock down this kill ping 2, and they do just that. As Rayne goes down. 8-1 lead to start this game one. Bound and Renegade, and I guess all that game time they have is paying off.
It does look daunting for sure. This, especially in twos, is a huge snowball effect that happens. Like I said, if they get one slay and they can isolate that other player and just continue the 2v1 kind of process here, of course, you can see that one red X in red. Right now, Rayne is top mid. He's got to keep his presence low or at least stay alive long enough for his teammate to, come back and help him out. Because if he loses that fight, it's a crucial fight because now his teammate's alone on top of P2, and it looks like he did get a trade, but at a crucial time where the camo was up, and now that's in the hands of Renegade. So yeah, it's looking pretty rough at this point. We're at the halfway point in the game already here. Renegade with camo top mid. Bound right now gets taken out. We'll see if Renegade can kind of pick up the pieces here and do as much as he can with his camo on top mid.
Look how sneaky this play is right here by Renegade as he picks up the kill with the grenade. Sneaky plays out of Renegade top middle. As you can see, everyone, that camouflage is so detrimental to the other team. You really want to focus on making that your number one objective in this game type is timing and controlling those camouflages. They're so overpowered, as you see Renegade putting it to work once again, showing off his steady shot. Renegade is honestly a monster when it comes to getting those slays, and here we see him pushing into red base. No fear out of these guys as they take the lead 16-3. What am I watching here, Shaway?
This is so rough for RyaNoob and Rayne. The only thing that they can do, I think, at this point to try to hope to regain their footing is to just slow it down and just let themselves spawn near each other so they can try to work together and take on a proper 2v2 here. But RyaNoob looking for a huge opening right here, diving down on, I believe that's Bound there. He does manage to get that kill, so great work from RyaNoob here. They finally got a couple slays, but 17 at this point. They can't afford any bad trades. They got to work together effectively. He's got his teammate bottom blue here, base here. They've got right up there in car attic right now being pressured, so it's looking rough for RyaNoob. I don't think he's gonna live this.
Yeah, and I say this often whenever I'm watching these 2v2s and casting these 2v2s. Even if you are, and this is just my little piece of advice, and I've seen it play out over the course of decade that I've been playing Halo. Even if you are down in a game one, in this situation of being a Slayer, and the score gets out of hand like we're seeing right now, it's 19-5. It doesn't look like there's much light at the end of the tunnel for this game one, but for the blue team. But what you want to focus on is finishing the game strong and finding some sort of momentum, knowing that it's a best of 5 series, knowing that you still have so so many more games to go. You really want to kind of don't let this game go to waste, even though it most likely is going to be a loss. You want to kind of gain some momentum and go into game 2 looking good. As 21-6 now, Renegade and Bound pinching the red base here. Renegade almost gets a crazy kill there on the opponent in the pink door, but gets taken down as Bound cleans up the kill. 22-7 now. Bound just running around in his playground.
Yeah, it felt like there might have been an opportunity there at last second for Rayne and RyaNoob if they had taken control of that camo and stayed alive. But unfortunately, Rayne went down, and I mean, you're looking at 22-7 right now. I think there's no hope at this point. You said it pretty well yourself. It's just, try to maintain that mindset, that momentum that you can carry on to the next series, because really this is just the start, right? When you got maps like Plaza, maps like, hopefully Rig, things can play out very differently. This is definitely the playground for Bound and how am I blanking right here? Bound and Renegade, who are very comfortable here on a map like this, so that they can kind of play to their fullest potential. On a map like Plaza, you'll see RyaNoob and Rayne have opportunities to slow things down, but of course we're down on the final kill here, 24-10 at this point. Renegade just stabilizing P3. He does not care at all. He knows it's an easy kill for him in their belt.
There it is. Red team with the victory. Bound and Renegade take game number 1 handedly, 25-10 on Truth Slayer. That game got out of hand very quick, shy away right off the start, and it didn't seem like RyaNoob or Rayne were able to really kind of gain that momentum back as the game went on. It didn't help that they weren't able to get the second camouflage either. So a bad first game, but you could chalk it off as just as game 1. Go into game 2 now. It's you're gonna need to catch fire here if you want to stay in the series.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. We can see on screen here, like just looking by the scoreboard, if you look at something like damage, they still seem relatively even, but then there you go, kills and deaths, completely different, right? When things actually follow through and they capitalize properly. And that's just really testament to effective 2v1 plays. Renegade and Bound, once they grab that camo, they're so good at isolating one player at a time and just continuing to get them on that spawn cycle where they're constantly under pressure and they're at a disadvantage. So
10 assists there for Bound. Wow, that was a
huge teamwork.
impressive. You usually don't see that many assists in a 2v2, but they had 14 out of 25 kills were assisted. So good job there by Bound putting up those assists. And now it looks like game 2 is going to be Plaza Slayer, another one of those game types, you know, where no camouflage, but there is overshield. So it's another one of those game types where there's a power up on the map, and that really determines the swing, you know, for the next few minutes, I would say. Obviously, there's also a sniper rifle here that adds another factor into the game, into the map. And you know, now it's pretty much going to see who gets the overshield right off the bat here, Shyway.
Yep.
It's going to be a big factor in how this game plays out.
Absolutely. On top of the map, just having, you know, more diverse play spaces, having the OS, having the sniper, you've also got the combo, you've got guns like the light rifle. The light rifle is so damn powerful on this map, so, you know, we'll definitely see players take advantage of stuff like that also. Like you said, OS to kick things off. Let's find out who's going to start this off. As Bound right now flying right through the loop here. He's got a good spawn to hopefully contest this. Looks like he takes a hard nade right off the start. Looks like they do manage to burn it, and that's huge because it gives Bound easy access to the snipe, and they can start to cook here. We'll see if he just barely whiffs that headshot to kick things off.
Yeah, and that's typically how you see these, you know, the first power-up play out in these games. That's why I was, you know, kind of surprised to see that camouflage in game 1 play out. But as you see Bound get a nice double kill, 3-0 lead, and he has a sniper rifle in hand, looking to peel some faces here. Bound is nasty with this weapon. Gets another one there, 4-0 lead. He's just jumping all over the map, trying to get some crazy angles, some crazy quick scopes, as he finds a player trapped there in that blue room. And it looks like Renegade's going to try to engage in this battle, and they're going to continue to keep their foot on the gas, even though they have the lead and the power weapons. They're playing super aggressive. So I actually like that. I've always been an advocate of pressing your lead. Even when you have the lead, you just want to continue to do what's been working for you. As Bound is just running around so fluidly on this map. The movement, you know, it's kind of similar to a player like Shotzi, right? Where everything looks so smooth, everything looks so calculated, but so effortless. It's such a pleasure to watch, excuse me, as Bound gets that nice quick scope earlier. Still 0 kills on the board for blue team. Bound is just making it so tough for them to move.
Yeah, you said they're good at pressing their lead. It's how they press their lead, right? It's both of them together. The way that they limit spawns to a specific location, like when Bound knew that spawn was in hotel because his teammate was coming, rotating off of light rifle to block the other spawn. So then he can just pre-aim that location and get easy kills. Right now, Bound, great spot in S4, but he doesn't have his teammate with him. So he's going to try to play this passively. He'll try to get the no scope and whiff it. Anything he can do to stay alive here and milk just for a little bit longer so his teammate can get that angle and they can start to work together. But watch this little change in lanes here. Bound's going to try to switch it up. Meanwhile, we've got still back with Bound with the sniper. Going to try to find another angle on top mid. He gets the body, and that's enough to get the kill there. Another one top yellow, and he's going to drop into bottom mid. This is not where you want to be. Teammates on both sides, and the OS is currently up. This is just all snowball effect right here. That OS is going to go into the hands of red, most likely. I believe it already did. There you go. I mean, 8-0 at this. Oh, no, actually,
Wow.
did blue pick up OS?
I do not believe so.
It's a bit of a blunder there. Oh, okay.
I actually am not too sure who picked up.
Oh, they got back.
So Overshield has been neutralized. 8-1 lead now. Bound has not died this whole game yet. He still has that initial sniper rifle he picked up, blowing up barrels now, looking like he's going to try to go for that. No, I was expecting him to maybe go for the new sniper rifle, but chooses to stay with his teammate. 9-1 lead, and Bound again. I'm really am enjoying watching his movement. It just looks so effortless, but it's also so calculated. As you see Rayne here move in to that garden area, but does choose to back down. Looks like they're going to try to get a sniper rifle of their own, and that's what I would like to see here from the blue team. You're going to need a little bit of something to kind of get that momentum going, and nothing like a few headshots as Rayne gets taken down bottom middle, leaving RyaNoob alone in this light rifle battle, excuse me. Let's see if RyaNoob can pull something out of his hat and try to stay alive here. He does have the green gun now, trying to juke this player on the light rifle, and manages to still stay alive, surprisingly so. Hopefully he can get his teammate to provide some backup. It's not looking good for Ryan, though. Really trying his best to stay alive. And
oh my god.
Impressively kind of stalls his death, trying to give Rayne some time to come and help him, but that only kind of makes the situation worse there as Rayne pushes into a situation that caused him to get trapped as well. 12-3 lead for the red team. And this is one of these games to be more competitive, but the red team isn't allowing it.
Yeah, I wanted that too, but it's kind of a good example of what it looks like when you have two incredibly talented players who continue to grind H5 and don't stop grinding H5 versus two incredibly talented players who haven't really been grinding H5 recently. It really shows on the scoreboard, and of course, Renegade Bound working together exceptionally well. Also, which doesn't help their chances when you're getting nice headshots up on top yellow, and he sees that OS is up. He gets the no scope, but he's not quick enough. And that's a huge OS in the side of blue right there. Hopefully some opportunity to regain some momentum here. You can see Rayne he's going to try to hold on to as much of this health as he can while RyaNoob spawns, and hopefully we can make a bit of a collapse together here. Oh, unfortunate spawn for RyaNoob, gets killed immediately by Renegade, who will now push up on top yellow for the angle. It looks like Rayne hasn't really been able to do a lot with this OS at this point. I think he might have been able to get maybe one kill over in the cafe in the background, but at this point, 15-6. Rayne's got to back down. He's got no more OS. They've got no power weapons, no real good opportunities at this point. It's not looking great for blue.
Yeah, and you have to attribute him not being able to use that overshield a lot to his opponents. They did such a good job kind of disabling him from the play altogether. Oh my god, okay, I thought Bound got that quick kill, but he got a body shot and Renegade cleaned it up. But yeah, so what I was saying is that overshield, even though you saw Rayne pick it up, he wasn't able to do anything with it. And that's just a tribute to how good these players on the red team are at kind of not engaging in the battle when they don't have to. It's funny to say that because it seems like they're running at every player, but the way they attack the players is very strategic. Even though it looks like they're just all out rushing them, they only engage in the battles. They only challenge when they know it's safe, and you're seeing that here at a top level as Bound with a nice cheeky little jump there, went from bottom middle to S3 in the matter of a half a second. 21-6 now. Shawe, I'm sure you appreciate that jump.
Well, the beauty of that, especially on theater mode or observer mode here, is we can't see his pesky little scoreboard when he does it, so we don't get to see the full scoreboard spring jump. Bit of a cheat, I would say, when he uses the scoreboard, but still a really slick jump and not easy to pull off. Get you right up the top eight immediately in Bound. Taking advantage of this movement. You're seeing it right now. He's got the sniper in his hands once again. Been controlling it all game long. Doesn't look like he wants to put it down either. He'll take control of S4 here. 23-7. By the way, they only really need 2 more kills, and honestly, I haven't seen any real return pressure from blue side. Bound is just full confidence, full speed ahead. He's looking for the headshot.
Red team is not letting up. They are completely dominating the blue team here. Game 1, 25-10 victory. Game 2, 25-7, 2-0 lead in favor of Renegade and Bound as they are making this look easy. But to like Shyway was saying, take it with a little bit of grain of salt. Bound and Renegade are nasty players, but RyaNoob and Rayne are very good themselves. They have not been playing in these Halo 5 2v2 lobbies that often, but this scoreboard is not helping their case.
Yeah, the tough part is, like, there are moments where I see RyaNoob do incredible things to stay alive. Like in Cinema Stairs, how the heck did he live so long in Cinema Stairs? I was like, what the heck is going on? They can't kill him. And that's, testament to his experience as a player. He's incredibly talented. He knows how to stay alive in a tough situation. But it's not just that. You have to stay alive, and you also have to have the speed to constantly pressure and collapse on your opponents and force them to spawn in specific locations in the map so that you can create that snowball effect. So just being able to kind of hold off your opponents for a long time and maybe hopefully get that trade, like, that's not going to be good enough to get the momentum in their favor and actually start winning these games. So something drastic needs to change here. Maybe it'll happen on Rig, but I said maybe Plaza would do it, and Plaza, that didn't look too hot. So hopefully, if we are getting a Rig game, I'm not sure if we're getting a Rig game.
We're going to Regret for game 3.
Okay, well, there you go.
Regret game 3, obviously very similar map to that game 1 Truth Slayer. Main difference being instead of a camouflage, there's an overshield. Game 1 and 2 were wins, very large scale wins for Bound and Renegade. So I don't know what to expect here for game 3. Again, I say that, but at the same time, I wouldn't be too shocked if I see Ryan and Rayne come out and win this game 3, just because I know the talent that's on that side of the that side of the field, I should say. But man, it's all going back to just that muscle memory and the consistency that Bound and Renegade put into this game. So if I have to give this game 3 win to someone, I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah, unfortunately, on regret, I would say this might even be a more dramatic landslide win, just because of the way the map works. It's way easier to isolate either red base or blue base spawn and just continuously collapse over and over. Like this out of all of the twos game types is the one where you can see like real landslide victories. So I feel like if they have any opportunity to get like I'd hate to say it, but like a 25-0 or something. Like I'm sure, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm just saying, like they will force them in blue, then red, and blue and red, just back and forth as much as they want. And once they have the momentum, they can just kind of keep up that pressure. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We will see if RyaNoob and Rayne can turn this series around, hopping into game number 3. Regret Team Slayer. You got the Overshield bottom mid. You got the green gun top car, and obviously that green gun can play a big factor in mitigating that overshield, so we'll see if that comes into play as this game plays out. But first thing I'm interested in is seeing who's going to go for this overshield and who's going to be successful in grabbing it, as we are kicking things off with Rayne.
Yeah, really risky play trying to pick up that overshield right away, and unfortunately, RyaNoob was unsuccessful there. But Rayne did an amazing job staying alive right now. He's going to have to do it again, unfortunately, because it looks like his teammate's gone down. And that's the risk that you run. If you try to get that OS and you're unsuccessful, then that becomes a 2v1 situation that they can then, continue to pressure, for the remainder of this opening here, and we'll see how that happens. Renegade right now top pink, you can see Bound right up on the ring 3 side of top mid, and they've got the pressure in the base. This is exactly what I was talking about. That's 2 slays, and they're going to block one base, they're going to force it into the other, right? So we'll see what's happening. It's looking like it's going to be blue. There you go. Renegade's ready for it. They're already, I like the defense from blue here going under base. Actually, they split them. I don't think they made
both players for blue team go down, and not the start you would want if you're on the side of blue team, as the scoreboard reads 5-0. And Shyway, like you were saying, that overshield could be costly, because if there's any map in Halo 5 that has a snowball effect, it would be regret. As once you get one teammate separated from the other, it's just so easy to continue that cycle of just domination. But blue team doing a good job trying to mitigate the situation a little bit. Get a couple kills on the board now and get a little bit of control on the map, as Rayne trying to take this battle on the player top middle, as RyaNoob takes down Renegade, but Bound with a great grenade to take down Rayne, now looking to challenge RyaNoob, and RyaNoob does go down. Bound with some amazing plays. This never stops being aggressive, man.
Yeah, Rayne right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Rayne right now making his way up to top mid.
I apologize for that. The wrong stream was up. I was way behind.
That's okay. Just making sure. I thought I was looking at the wrong thing. Rayne right here. He's gonna. You know what? This is good though. They've actually flipped things. This is the best we've seen. Of course, OS is coming up, so he's got a. Oh no, he just barely missed it as well, and that would have been huge if they could have taken control of that. Right now, there you go. Bound up on top pink here. He should get this kill for free. It looks like Rayne managed to get the best of like a good trade in the blue base in the meantime. So this is great. Bound right now. He can just milk though. He can apply the pressure. We'll see how he makes this work.
Yeah, the lead only 2 kills in favor of the red team, as Bound looks to be in trouble here, pushing with the overshield on the car side, and RyaNoob makes him pay, taking down that overshield player, now cutting the lead down to just 1 kill, trying his best to stay alive here, and he does, as Rayne picks up that kill in the player top middle, all tied up here, 8-8. Green gun in the hands of RyaNoob, and great job turning this game around. That was essentially, I would say, their last hope. If they didn't make that push, the series is 2-0. They were already had a rough start to start game 3, but just like that, perfect shots out of RyaNoob. 10-8. The tides are turning just a little bit here, as blue team starting to get a little bit of momentum, getting a little bit of life now. This is what you would want if you're looking for a good series, and that's what we're expecting here, Shawway.
Completely agree. I don't know if you spotted that, though, that the score is tied, and Bound, for whatever reason, thinks it's a good idea to thrust his way up on top of the map over pink. A nice little thrust from RyaNoob here. Didn't really get him anywhere, but Bound with a very confident play, and he suffered for it. And for the first time, we're seeing a lead on the side of blue here. RyaNoob staying alive on car here. He's got the combo. This is a great setup. Looks like a player above him is going to try to maybe dive down. We'll see how he plays it. RyaNoob just staying alive. He knows he's lost his teammate. He's in a 2v1 right now. Anything he can do to live or get a trade in the situation would be great, but unfortunately he's unsuccessful.
And right there is a prime example of, you see how important it is to stay alive. Every single death matters so much. As soon as Rayne was taken out, RyaNoob had little to no chance of surviving that situation, as Bound once again takes down Rayne, now gaining the lead, excuse me, back 12-11 in favor of the red team. You really want to do your hardest to not allow your teammate to get in that situation where you leave him solo, as Bound trying to pick up that overshield, but RyaNoob, excuse me, does get it ahead of him as he picks up the overshield and wreaks havoc on the red team, gaining the lead back, getting top metal control with that overshield. Now it looks like they know where the spawn's going to be. They do. It is going to be on red side, as RyaNoob looks to engage in this battle on car and does so greatly with some beautiful shots there to take down Bound, now engaging here in this battle with Renegade.
Yeah, not seeing the same level of discipline from Bound and Renegade at this point, and regret that we saw in the other two games. Right off the beginning, when they messed up that first spawn, they got the split spawns instead of 2 in 1 base, and since then I just haven't seen that same level of control and discipline. I don't know if that's going to start to hurt them, because at this point we got a slight lead here on the side of Rayne, and they can continue to carry this momentum forward. Both these players very experienced. They know what it's like to have this taste of victory. They're not going to let go of this. They're going to hold on to it. You can see right now, top mid, he's got RyaNoob behind him. Looks like that player might get a sneaky angle on him. If he gets the back, he will managed to get a trade here. It looks like he wasn't able to somehow.
No, he was not able to get that trade. Very unfortunate series of events there for Rayne. Not able to get that trade. Could come back to bite them, as RyaNoob wisely chooses to back up and find his teammate before engaging in any battles there. He was kind of testing the waters to see if he can get a free pick, some free picks, but wasn't able to, and then instantly relocates to try to help his teammate in this battle. So great play there by Ryan. Just posted up here on top pink, trying to listen to communication from Rayne, looking to find some stragglers, as he does pick up the trade, but not a good trade there for blue team, as Rayne was taken off on the other side as well. So 2-1 swing there in favor of the red team, as Bound jumping on top of this structure top middle. Man, these jumps have come a long way.
But look at that. They're aware. They're completely aware of it. They just take him down immediately.
What a
nice
grenade.
double team there. Beautiful nade. Yeah, from Renegade right there, getting the nice trade and keeping the lead in their favor just by 1 kill here. He knows that player's probably over on blue side, but he'll, once again, they love getting up here. And it looks like Renegade might have missed it. That's a bit of a timing loss. And the OS is coming up as well. Didn't the OS just come up? And at the same time, it looks like it's either been burned. Renegade not there to help out whatsoever, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the communication here on red at this point. We got them thrusting around, doing fancy jumps and giving up OS in the process here. Rayne right now, he's got an opportunity to make something work. We'll see how he coordinates this play. Nice melee. Can he chase him down? Look at how fast he escapes that situation.
Oh no, that just as you said, how fast Bound was able to run away, but luckily for Rayne, he threw a nice grenade there to take the prediction grenade, I should say, to take out Bound. That's gonna be very helpful to keep that score, very doable for the blue team here, as Rayne trying to pick up this kill on the player car 1, and does just that. Ties the game up 20 apiece, as RyaNoob goes down top middle. So 21-20 lead back in the favor of the red team. Remember, they do have a 2-0 series lead, so if they win this game, it's all over. RyaNoob and Rayne trying their best to stay alive in this game and in this series as well.
Give us a series, boys. 5 kills left. RyaNoob, it's going to be tough to live in this situation. Unfortunately, he's not able to. He's isolated there on car. He needs his teammate to help him in those situations. Right now, Bound will fly up, try to take advantage of Rayne being solo bottom base. He'll chase him down. There's the 2v1 you don't want to see. Nothing you can do in a situation like that, and 2 kills remain, 23-20. Not a good look right now if you're on the side of blue. They really got to work together at this point. They need to spawn together. I'm not sure if they're able to.
Renegade, Bound, does go down, and Renegade does as well. 23-22. Ooh. Both players on the red team fall, as Ryan and Rayne try to stay alive in this game number 3 series-ending game right here for them. If they lose this, as Rayne trying to get that, trying to put down some fire on that player car 1. Now he has to be careful, as top mid has been spotted as well. Rayne trying to choose who he's going to engage in the battle with, and he turns his back just at the wrong time. RyaNoob gets taken down, and so does Rayne. And there you have it, folks. 3-0 victory for Bound and Renegade, as they win a close game 3, 25-22. But wow, that was something.
Yeah, nice quick wrap. I'm not sure who did that, who came up through red car there, but taking both perimeters and pinching from both sides. Well, you could see Rayne and RyaNoob kind of controlled car and top mid. They had kind of central routes there. Somebody, I think it was maybe Bound, who managed to flip around, get behind them, and pinch them in a really unfortunate double team right there. So Bound and Renegade making it work. We almost had a series on our hands. We almost had yet another game to cast, but it looks like it will be a 3-0.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like if this happened to be, let's say a best of 11, or if there was another series to be played, I really think the next series would be closer, just because it kind of, I think once the players in the blue team kind of figure out the strategy of the players in the red team, how they like to play the game, naturally it would be a closer game. But Bound and Renegade don't care about all that. They took the victory. They took home the $100 prize here and the bragging rights as well.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think if Rayne and RyaNoob had a little bit more time, they might have actually been able to catch on and swing things back in their favor. We were starting to see it. We just
exactly
best of 11 or something. Just give them a little bit more time. They're not playing H5 like Bound and Renegade. All right, come on, these guys gotta.
Not taking anything away from those guys. Bound and Renegade doing a great job. Obviously, Renegade is a Halo World Champion. He's been dominating the game for as long as it's been out, essentially. Bound and up and comer. So watch out for these guys. Obviously, going into Infinite, you guys all know Renegade, but keep your eyes on Bound as well. If he chooses to actually go to some of these LAN tournaments, he could be a big factor in the future. As there you see the graphic, RyaNoob and Rayne putting up a good fight in that game number 3, but ultimately falling to Bound and Renegade. Good games all around. That was fun.
Yeah, nice short and sweet little casting session. Goofy, thank you for having me, and happy to be here to cast.
Oh no, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to cast.
Yeah, I might add.
Do more.
I feel like I gotta put like a virtual hit on Bound and Renegade. They're unstoppable. They're winning tournaments left and right, taking up all the money for the community. So, Goofy, if you had to pick 2 people that could beat these guys, who would it be? Anybody off the top of your head?
Oh my god. Okay, if I had to pick 2 people to play against Bound and Renegade,
right?
Shots of Frosty.
Yeah, you literally took the words out of my mouth. I was pick Shotzi and Frosty. Yeah. Those 2 guys
Unfortunately,
are
Call of Duty.
Yeah, seriously. Multi-gamers, those kids are disgusting. Shotzi obviously winning that COD tournament this weekend, so shout out to him. He's doing the Halo people proud.
I believe Frosty won the one before that as well. Mutineers won the one.
Halo kids, man, they're just talented gamers.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Jesus and God.
Jesus and God.
Jesus and God.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm gonna be looking for a team of 2 to beat Renegade and Bound, because I want to see them get dethroned. I want to see better series, man.
We need some challengers
that
out there. If you're
man,
watching
it doesn't
the stream,
sit too well with me.
If you're watching the stream and you think you got an ace up your sleeve, you think you could take these guys in a 2v2 series, reach out to Lewis over here, Titan, see if we could set something up. But Bound and Renegade definitely holding down the throne right now in that 2v2 category.
I see Batchford in the chat. I know we got a few players who are pretty close, who have been grinding, like Soul Snipe, Pyretic, pretty good example there. Pyretic, very disciplined player. They keep at it. Maybe they can start to take some series too. So we'll see. Hopefully.
And for what it's worth, I would not also be opposed to a rematch. Maybe if RyaNoob and Rayne had a little bit of time to practice or get some games in, the games would definitely be closer. But any pro players that are individually talented at the game, especially Halo 5 in particular, I think can give these guys a run for their money. The edge would obviously be in their favor just because of that teamwork factor and that chemistry that they have in these 2v2s. Right. But I honestly believe if you put up 2 top players, it would be some good matches.
Alrighty, well, Goofy, any last words before we part ways?
That's going to do it for me, everyone. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this Money Tuesday. Once again, thank you very much to Louis V. Titan over here in All Access Studios. Make sure to keep an eye on these guys. I really expect some big things for them in the future, and they're doing a great service for the Halo community by constantly doing stuff like this and keeping the community involved as much as we can right now. Patiently waiting for Halo Infinite and what the future holds in that regard. But once again, thank you for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed this Money Tuesday, and have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, Goofy. All right, Shyway, how about you, man?
I think Goofy said it pretty well himself. I'm just the guest here. You guys are the experienced ones, but just keep doing what you're doing, Lewis. I love this. I think this is great. Having this every Tuesday, giving money to players, incentivizing competition in H5. I think that's awesome. So keep it up, Goofy. Definitely keep up casting. It's great to see you, doing this with Nighty Night as well. And it was fun just to jump in and get a quick session in, and hopefully we can do a couple more sometime. And yeah, just talk about H5. This is my baby. I love this stuff. So whether I'm creating content, casting this game, watching players like Bound and Renegade pop off, yeah, it's my wheelhouse. I love it.
No, I'm all about it as well, Shyway. I had a great time casting with you, and then same goes to you. Keep doing what you're doing. I think you're gonna make a big name for yourself in Halo in the future, even though you already have. And I hope to cast with you again very soon.
Hope so, man. That's the goal. We're all gonna rise up. All tides rise up together with Halo Infinite, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Absolutely. Yep. Thank you guys so much, Goofy, Basil Khan, Alexander Hope, Shyway. Appreciate you guys showing up and casting these matches. Congratulations to Bound and Renegade. I'll be in your DMs to get you that money. Soul Snipe, I'll be in your DM to reschedule your match. I'm probably eyeing next Tuesday, but we'll find out. Nothing's set in stone yet. Once again, I see a bunch of recommendations for this next matchup that potentially will feature Bound and Renegade if they're down for it. Which, in my opinion, if you're them, it's easy money, right? 5 games, get the cash. I feel like there's nothing better. Thank you all for joining. Once again, my name is Louis V. Titan. Actually, my name is Brandon Perez. I go by Louis V. Titan. But you guys have a good one. We're going to host somebody, whoever you guys suggest. And yeah, have a good one.
Wanna get done up, come a cool full of stunners. We'll run up on shot, get run up, shut up. Your mouth get stunner, shut up. All of my stunners go run up, get run up, run up, run up, run up, run up, run up.